Hello guys, welcome to NEET PG Simplified series. Today we are going to discuss about Telangana NEET PG Counseling. As we are going to cover some of the major aspects of the state counseling, starting with the governing body who is going to handle the counseling part in the state. We'll look at the types of the seats and eligibilities, reservations, some amount of competition regarding the reservations and the seats, how the counseling process takes place in the state, what are the post-allotment process, bond and penalties, fee structures of various colleges, and some of the most important points to be remembered if you are going to participate in the state counseling. Let's start with the governing body, which handles the complete counseling process in the state of Telangana. Kaloji Narayana Rao University of Health Sciences will handle the complete counseling process from the beginning till the candidate joins into a particular medical college. All the colleges will be affiliated to KNR UHS. Let's take a look at the bifurcation of the colleges present in the state of Telangana. As you can see on the screen, a total of 32 colleges are there in the state of Telangana. Let us try to understand what are the different types of seats and eligibilities present. When we look at the seat types, there are 4 different types of seats which are being offered. 1. Government quota seats, 2. Management quota seats, 3. NRI quota seats, and 4. Institutional quota seats. Let us look at the bifurcation. As you can see on the screen, government quota will include 50% of the government college seats and as well as 50% of the private college seats. And when it comes to management quota, there will be 3 different types of seats present. Management quota seats itself are also called as the MQ1 seats, NRI quota seats which are called as MQ2 seats, and institutional quota seats which are called as MQ3 seats. And we look at the bifurcation percentage of the seats in the management quota. 25% of the seats are under the MQ, 15% of the seats will be under MQ2, and 10% of the seats will be under MQ3. When it comes to the overall eligibilities for these 4 different types of the seats, there are some type of specific rules and regulations to be followed for the candidates to apply for these different types of seats. Let us start with the government quota seats. Any candidate who had completed their MBBS in the state of Telangana are eligible to claim the government quota seats. Previously, in the year 2023, there were local and non-local seats which were bifurcated in the government quota. But since from 2024, there are no non-local seats. 100% of the seats will be given only to the local candidates, which means if they have completed their MBBS in the state of Telangana, they are going to be considered as local candidates and they are only able to claim the government quota seats. And the residence or prior education of the candidates will not be considered to claim the government quota seats. Now let us take a look at the management quota seats, starting with MQ1. MQ1 seats are open to every individual candidate who had qualified the NEET PG exam irrespective of any state, which means other state candidates can claim the MQ1 seats in the state of Telangana. When it comes to NRI quota seats, MQ2 seats, any candidate all over the India, even if he is an NRI sponsored candidate or even as an FMG candidate, can come and claim these NRI quota seats. When it comes to institutional quota seats, any candidate who had completed the MBBS in a respective institution can only claim the institutional quota in that college. And second criteria is either of the parents are currently working in that particular institution for a minimum of 6 months can claim the institutional quota seats. Or if the candidate himself or herself is working in that particular institution for a minimum of 6 months, can also claim the institutional quota seats. As we are clear about who are the candidates to claim the government quota and the management quota seats, let us try to understand about a special case of Siddhartha Medical College. The candidates who graduated from the Siddhartha Medical College and their prior education of 6th to 12th grade is in the state of Telangana, that candidates can claim the local seats, which means they can claim the government seats in the state of Telangana. Now, let us try to understand in detail about the government quota counseling, or also known as competent authority quota counseling or convener quota counseling. When it comes to this, as from the year 2024, all the seats will be given only to the local candidates. As you can see on the screen, the bifurcation, 50% of the government college seats are under the All India quota and the remaining 50% of the seats will be under the state counseling, and these 50% of the seats will be given only to the local candidates. Now, let's take a look at the management quota counseling. In the state of Telangana, management quota is completely open to all the candidates, especially MQ1 seats and MQ2 seats. But when it comes to MQ3 seats, they are only given to the candidates, as I have mentioned just now, only to the candidates. Either they have done their MBBS there, are currently working there, or either of the parents are working in the respective institution can claim these management institution quota seats. As we are clear about the counseling of the government quota, eligibilities, management quota and eligibilities, let's take a look at the reservations. As you can see on the screen, the candidates who are the residents of state of Telangana can claim BCA, BCB, BCC, BCD and BCE category reserved seats with as well as SC and ST category seats. Let's take a look at the percentage of reserved seats given to these categories. BCA category candidates, 7% of the seats are reserved for them. BCB 10%, BCC 1%, BCD 7% and BCE 4% of the seats. When we look at these scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, 15% and 10% respectively are given to them in the government quota counseling. Especially coming to the women candidates, there will be a 33.3% of reservation will be given in all the government quota seats with the horizontal reservation. And as well as there will be 5% of PWD horizontal reservation for all the category seats. That was about the reservations part. Let's take a deep dive and understand about the counseling in the state of Telangana. Telangana has three types of counseling: management quota counseling, government quota counseling and in-service quota counseling. So we will be basically focusing only on the two types of counseling to understand the better things about these counselings. So those are government quota and the management quota. Let's begin with the procedure, how the process of the counseling takes place. As you can see on the screen, the candidates who are interested to participate in the state of Telangana are going to start the process with the registration. So every interested candidates can claim management quota seats in the state of Telangana, and the local candidates can claim the local government seats. So they will do the registration process separately, which means any candidate who is local to Telangana will register in the government quota, and as well as if he is interested or she is interested to participate in management quota, will register in the management quota separately. So as you can see on the screen, the complete process of counseling involves registration, application filling, release of the merit list by the KNR UHS, options, entry, allotment process and post-allotment procedure. So these are the basic steps which are involved in the counseling process. Let us understand each individual counseling processes. Let us start with the registration part. As you can see on the screen, the candidates will register under the CQ separately and the MQ, which is government quota and management quota separately for their participation. After the basic registration is completed, the candidate will be receiving the registration ID, and the registration ID is very much useful till the allotment process completes. Once the candidate completes the registration, that is by paying the requisite registration fee, as you can see on the screen, it is divided into various categories, which is the category reservation which the candidate claiming, and as well as the MBBS which the candidate has done. The candidate had completed the MBBS in Telangana will pay a requisite fee, and the candidate who had completed the MBBS outside the Telangana will pay a requisite fee for the government and management quota seats. Let us take a look at the documentation part. The candidates, after the successful registration and payment, they are going to upload the necessary documents, which you can see on the screen. Every candidate has to upload the NEET PG scorecard, original MBBS degree certificate, MBBS study certificate, MBBS transfer certificate, compulsory rotatory internship certificate, temporary or permanent medical registration certificate from the respective state medical council. If the candidate is from any other state, that particular state's registration certificate is also valid. And if the candidate is from the state of and if the candidate is from Siddhartha Medical College, the candidate is going to submit the study certificate of prior education from 6th grade to 12th grade. Except these, the candidate also has to submit any of the valid ID proof, maybe a Aadhaar card or voter ID or a passport, any of the valid national document. And the passport size photographs of the candidates and specimen signature is also to be submitted. As that was about the in detail about the registration process, document uploading, and as well as the release of merit list, how the candidates are going for the web options. Now, as the candidates have filled their choices for a separate government quota and the management quota, the results will be announced, in which the candidates will be either get allotted with a seat or they will not get allotted with any type of seat. Now, if a candidate is allotted with a seat, he has or she has three options to opt for, as the candidate is going to accept the seat by downloading the allotment letter and report it to the college with all the necessary documents. If the candidate is trying for a better college for the next round, the candidate will also complete the same process, which is downloading the allotment letter, reporting to the college, and opting for a better college in the round 2. And choice 3, that means the candidates will opt out of the counseling, because as per the year 2024, free exit option is not given in the Telangana government quota and as well as the management quota counseling. Means if the candidate is allotted with a seat in round 1, either the candidate will continue with the seat or will be leaving the counseling completely. And the candidates who are not allotted with the seat are going for the second round of the counseling. When it comes to second round of counseling, the candidate again will be having the same options available as per the round 1, which means the candidate will be accepting the seat by downloading the allotment letter, reporting to the college and completing the admission process, or they can upgrade from round 2 to round 3 seat by downloading the allotment letter, reporting to the college physically and completing the admission process and opting for the round 3 web options, or the candidate will be exiting out of the counseling without selecting any of the 1 and 2 options. And the candidates who are not allotted with a seat will be moving up to the round 3 of counseling. When it comes to round 3, the candidates' eligibility and ineligibilities will differ. The candidates who have upgraded from round 2 to round 3 are eligible. The candidates who are coming freshly or the candidates who got newly eligible are going to participate in round 3 by doing their fresh registrations, and as well as if the candidates have been not allotted with any type of seat in any of the previous rounds are eligible to participate in round 3. Now coming to the ineligibilities, if the candidate's name is mentioned in the merit list but had not participated in the previous rounds of counseling are not eligible. If the candidate is allotted with a seat in any previous rounds, they have not opted for that seat, still they are not going to be eligible to participate in the round 3 of state counseling. Now let us try to understand about what is the process involved for the download of allotment letter. As you can see on the screen, the candidates who are allotted with a government quota seat, they are going to pay amount 29,600 rupees. And if the candidate is allotted with a management quota seat, which is M1, they will be paying the university fee of 49,600 rupees. And candidates allotted with MQ2, which is NRI, and MQ3, which is institutional quota seat, the candidates will pay the university fee of 69,600 rupees respectively. Now let's take a look at how to analyze about each and every aspects of the cutoff in seat matrix with the use of Hello Mentor portal. So you just log into the Hello Mentor portal, come to the analysis part, click on the seat distribution and select the state Telangana. Now, if you want to get an overall view in the Telangana, whatever the seats were irrespective of the branches, as you can see here, in the year 2024, government quota had 1150 seats. Total number of categories were 32, means BCA, B, C, D, E, as we had discussed in the video, the different caste categories, including physically handicapped and female quotas too. Similarly, if you want to observe the institutional quota, 166 were offered, management quota 362 and NRI were 202. In a simple way, you can understand the total number of seats. Now, if you want to analyze about in a branch-wise, department-wise, just click on this course, select for an instance radio diagnosis, select it, and here you can see in the government quota, 67 seats were there under radio diagnosis. If you click on the government quota, so you can observe the categories: OC general, OC female quota, BC general, BC female quota, SC, ST general and female quotas. So they are simply bifurcated and easily visible for each and every candidate who wants to understand about in-depth of the quotas and the branches. Similar way, NRI, if you click on that, so total 18 number of seats were offered under the NRI quota in the year 2024. Now let's take a look at the other branch. For an instance, just click on this branch part and select a random branch. Let's take for the respiratory medicine. So in the year 2024, the respiratory medicine total seats offered were in the government quota 36, institutional quota were 11, management were 9 and NRI quota were 5. So just click on the government quota. Here you can go with the different quotas bifurcation. And later on, we can also use the tools part where cutoff and allotment is visible for you. Just in this, go with the drop down, select the state. Come to here, select the state of Telangana. Come to the course. Let's take example of the general surgery. Select the quota. As I have mentioned, in the Telangana, there is only one quota if you are going with the government, that is non-service local, as there are no non-local seats in the year 2024, and same will also imply in the 2025. So non-service local quota only will be there. So select non-service local seats. And when it comes to the institute, either you can look into the government and as well as the private, depending upon your preferences. Select whatever the category you want. Let's go with the open general category. And here you can see for the general surgery in the year 2024, the cutoff for the maximum has gone up to 35,188 under the government quota and in the Shurabi Institute of Medical Sciences in Siddipet. In a similar pattern, if you are looking into the lowest cutoff, if you want, you can just use this tool for sorting out from lowest to highest and get the results in an easy way. And in a similar pattern, you can also go with the management quota seats. Simply select the quota, select the management category, which will be BCAT or CCAT, either institutional or the NRI quota. Coming to this, select the category. If you are claiming any type of Muslim minorities, click on Muslim minority quota. If not, just generally select MQ1. And here you can see the cutoff for the general surgery in the year 2024. So as you can see, in the year 2024, the highest cutoff was 63,064 in the Shurabi Medical College in the management quota 2 with a fee structure of 23 lakhs. If you want to know more detail about it, just click on the view more. Here you can get an idea in depth about what are the stipend bond details of the college and penalties too. Let us now try to understand what are the bonds and penalties. As you can see on the screen, if a candidate is allotted with a seat in the mop-up round or third round, and if the candidate does not want to join the seat, there will be a penalty of rupees 50 lakhs and with a 3 year of debarment from the participation of state counseling. If the candidate wants to discontinue the course, which means the candidate had joined the college and now in the round 2 or after the round 2 itself, if they are going to resign that particular joint seat, then also the candidate has to pay a hefty penalty of rupees 50 lakhs and they also will be debarred for the 3 years of participation in the state counselings. Now, the candidates are allotted with a government quota seat. The bond will be for 1 year. Failing to complete, they will be paying a penalty of rupees 20 lakhs. And whereas coming to if the candidate allotted with a government quota seat in a PG diploma course, the penalty will be 10 lakhs for not serving the 1 year service in the state of Telangana. And when it comes to the management quota seat, any type of management quota seat, it is MQ1, MQ2 or MQ3, all the management quota seats, the candidates have to serve for 1 year, failing which the candidate will pay a penalty of rupees 50 lakh rupees. As you can see on the screen, these are the various government colleges present in the state of Telangana and as well as the deemed colleges. And these are the different private colleges present and as well as the Muslim minority colleges in the state of Telangana. As you can see on the screen, there are 3 Muslim minority colleges, which are Dr. VRK Women's College, Deccan College of Medical Sciences, and Shadan Institute of Medical Sciences. So these 3 colleges offer Muslim minority seats in the management quota, which means any of the candidate who qualify for the NEET PG, they are eligible to claim these Muslim quota seats. Let us take a look about what are the different types of seats, fee structures present in the state of Telangana. As you can see on the screen, the fee structure for the government seats is rupees 10,000 to 25,000 rupees depending upon the colleges. And when it comes to the ESIC college, it is 2.5 lakhs including miscellaneous fee. When it comes to the private college government seat, as you can see on the screen, it has various type of fee structure, if it is a clinical, if it is non-clinical, which is para or preclinical. And when it comes to the management quota fee, as you can see on the screen, it will also vary depending upon MQ1, MQ2 and MQ3 and as well as depending upon the clinical, para and preclinical, whichever the city the candidate is getting allotted with. As we are at the end of our video, let us try to understand some of the important factors which are going to play a major role in this year and as well as some of the important facts of our previous year's state counselings. As you can see on the screen, Mallareddy Institute of Medical Sciences and Mallareddy College for Women had converted into deemed university in the year 2024, which is going to continue in this year also. The candidates who are allotted into these deemed universities will be serving the state of Telangana for 1 year. As well as, if you look into the another important factor which is related to ESIC Medical College, the candidates who are allotted into this medical college will serve 2 years of service. Additionally, with 1 year of service for the state Telangana, which will come up to nearly 3 years of service. As you know, that from the year 2024, the non-local seats which were present in the year 2023 have been removed and converted into the local seats. So the 15% of the non-local seats which were being offered to the non-local candidates in the year 2023, from year 2024, there will be no non-local seats. Only 100% of the local seats will be available, and those will be given to the candidates who are local, which means they have completed their MBBS in the state of Telangana only. Whereas the important factor which we need to consider in the counseling which are upcoming in the NEET 2025, the candidates, if they are upgrading from the previous round seat, then the candidates' documents are going to get transferred to the newly upgraded seat. That means in round 1, the candidate has opted for the upgradation and allotted with a new seat or new college in round 2. Now the candidate will report to the round 2 college directly without going back for the round 1 seat and collecting the documents, as the documents are going to get transferred to the round 2 seat. Whereas the other important factor is every round choice filling is mandatory. If any of the candidate is missing out of choice filling, then the candidate will be ineligible for the further rounds of counseling. So these are the important factors which any of the candidate who are coming to participate in the state of Telangana, either the government or the management quota counselings. Furthermore, there will be so many of the questions which you have and you need clarity on that. You can connect with us. The details are given in the description below. Thank you.